clickety clack, along main lines, rickety track.
She whispers softly in my ear,
just to say your last name.
Just find a place to make the septic easy.
that's just the way it is. Sit down, see when things could only get better.
Yet the same in so many ways.
I no recollection of the last time I came here.
But if we get much closer, I could lose control. And if your heart surrenders, you'll need me to hold.
I wouldn't be myself without you. Take a piece, take a picture of me. I don't care what happens, see, 'cause I know I'm happy.
Hello everybody, and welcome once again to Can Do Arts for Sustainable Development's Open Mic for Open Minds. My name is Brian Reid, and this is coming to you in association with the Rivo Lounge. Now this is edition number 78, and as we move well into our more than halfway through our second year of doing this open mic, it still seems to me that we're still, societally and like sort of the country, in a state of flux, in a state of anxiety and unknowingness, where we're trying to act like things are normal, but everybody knows that they're not. So it's almost like sort of, I don't know, trying not to talk about the elephant in the room when the elephant in the room has just smashed the back door in. Well, he would have done to get in the room, but surely the point is that it seems to me like we're suffering a collective lack of attention and a collective lessening of our powers of concentration. It's perfectly obvious to anybody that's looked at the data and looked at the numbers that there are hundreds of thousands of people in this country alone have died. Okay. And ridiculous amount of people have died all over the world. And I think the thing that we don't really see people talking about on the news is the fact that, this is one of the few countries where there's actually a vaccination program where people have been actively getting vaccinated. Whichever vaccination you've taken, whatever all the whys and wherefore are, a large percentage of people have taken that step and got that vaccination, and yet we don't seem to see any sort of dilution of the number of new cases, which means that the people who aren't vaccinated, more and more and more of them are getting sick. All right, and I literally had some contact yesterday. I say not personal contact, but on the phone with someone who's just posted, who's just tested positive, and I'm double vaccinated, but that's obviously no guarantee. But I'm also been double vaccinated for so long that I'm actually almost due now for a booster shot. All right. So if we're talking about booster shots and we're talking about double vaccinations and what have you, then we're talking about a long haul, folks. We're talking about, this is something that could be with us, like it could be like annual COVID jab season, like the flu, where it doesn't go away, where it becomes a fact of life forever. And so, we've got to work out what that means. And I know the one thing it doesn't mean is that we could bury our heads in the sand and decide that exerting our rights not to wear masks or stuff like that is like the most important thing in the world. Well, not really. Surely the most important thing is staying alive and making sure that your loved ones stay around, or whatever, doing the best you can to make that happen. So I'm a little bit discombobulated by the government's continued obfuscation and lack of clarity on almost every issue. it was quite interesting yesterday to hear the energy minister of guy who goes by the name of Kwasi Kwarteng absolutely 100% guarantee that the lights will not go off this winter. Well, good luck with that one, mate. Okay, never. The thing about hostages to fortune is they don't like to be held. So those words may well come back to haunt him into perpetuity. All right, if the lights go out at all. All right, given the mastery of this government in actually making a pig's bladder of almost everything they do, I'm not feeling very confident. Okay, but then again, I'm a dyed-in-the-wool anti-Tory, and so what else was I going to say? But hey, I'm only talking about what I can see in front of me. I may have a point of view which is directly controverted, or which is directly contrary to the position of the Tories. All right, but that doesn't mean, okay, that I'm not willing to listen. I'm not willing to give praise where it's due. I'm just struggling to find something to praise. I'm struggling to find something that they've done. So, we're all on this double whammy now, where those of us unfortunate to still be in receipt of the extra universal credit are going to get that taken away just at the same point as the prices are rising. And so we're heading for a very fractious and uncertain run into Christmas, I think, which is really sad for everybody, because there's so little positivity about. There's so little to be positive about, and that's quite terrifying. And I think it brings you to the realization that you can't depend on what other people do to make you happy. If you support a football team, okay, they only make you happy if they win. Okay, well, everybody has to lose at some point. Okay, so the act of support has to be enough for you, because there are some supporters out there who hardly ever win. All right, and they still turn up every week and support that team. Okay, so the result is not necessarily the deciding factor, unless of course you're a glory hunter, a glory chaser, and all that kind of stuff. But we are really, really needing to more and more look to ourselves to be entertained, to be uplifted, to get together and do stuff that's positive, with people who are like-minded, and that's what was so much fun about that is the single most important thing about what's going on with Can Do, about how they're bringing inclusivity and welcoming new people and new contributors and collaborators and what have you with open arms, and keeping those supply lines open, and giving people opportunity. All right, just by being there and turning up every day and getting stuff done. All right, so I'm totally proud and happy to be part of that good project, and I'm looking forward to doing some more stuff. And for those of you that didn't manage to make it, go into Candy's Film Festival at the Reel in Chippenham on Friday night and watching some of the amazing films that they've made, with a huge cast of people from all round, and thankfully including myself. I'm really happy with the stuff that I've done with them. Getting the chance to watch Bash Street all the way through for the first time shows what a seriously powerful piece of work, and poignant as well, thinking about the loss of Lee Dowse, and noticing that the film is dedicated to our friend Chris Lewis, all right, who passed away shortly after the film was completed, around about that area, and it makes you think that those people have been gone a long time, and those wounds are still raw. It was quite emotional actually seeing those guys, or seeing Lee, and just reading that dedication to Chris afterwards. Okay, so I'm happy to be part of this collective, and I'm proud to be contributing to what they're doing, and I'd love for you to contribute too. All right, but let's see what this week's open mic has in store for us. Take it away, you beautiful people.
So if you ever go along the A4 and past the White Horse at Cherrell on a cloudy September day, sometimes you have to stop, really. So this is called September. The year grows tired, frayed and curling at the edges after the scented deceit of summer. Before the downpour and way before the sun, this land is thrown into sharp focus. Outlines are tightly drawn, pushing forward a surfeit of reality, detailing where the horizons lie. Struggling with perspective, fresh furrowed fields roll prairie-like towards enclosures erstwhile hidden by mist and time. A white horse whose neck we once grasped, freed from its fold, blocks my route, challenges, turns, and pushes its way into a leaden sky. This came out of maybe noticing things growing and things we heard that we hadn't noticed in the past couple of years. I wrote it in London last year. How have you lived your whole life in these streets and never known me? How long did you think you would avoid me? What makes you think you're exempt? I've been here as long as people called out. Not like those mealy-mouthed Madonnas, simpering people. I'm older than this place. I'm the spirit of the beech woods, phone boxes, hedgerows and lampposts. Freshwater springs, tube stations, ancient yews and one-stop shops. Grazing land with 3D multiplexes. The unruly land of the real life, of animal life, of the old church and the new, of a time long before churches. Are you feeling too hot? Is it all too much? Did you hope for something else? Oh yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with a bit of jazz. All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm not good without you? Take my lips, I wanna lose them. Take my hands, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took a part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm not good without you? Take my lips, I wanna lose them. Take my lips, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? And you
Order an old-fashioned with a splash of Grand Marnier. I'll be there in 10 minutes if you'd stay. I don't want to argue, but I've got to tell you straight, it's better that it happens face to face. They're looking for you, brother. They keep stopping by my house. You're waiting at my work when I get out. What do you think would happen if they followed us here now? Do you really think they would just let it go? Well, judging by your silence, the answer's no. It's not true, Matthew, no, it's nothing like before. You know exactly where you're gonna be. In a presidential street up on the 37th floor, with your feet propped up, watching the TV, with a tray of food that you're never gonna eat, and some shit excuse that no one would believe. In the empty hotel by the sea. I'll be talking to your grave. You may as well hear what I have to say. I can't forgive you, and I'll never sing your praise. Why'd you always have to get your own bloody way? Now you are a legend to the sick, the and the fall, like the ones that count bullet holes. Can't help admiring the fire on the wall, like when a cherry blossoms in the spring. Oh, it's a thing of beauty until it gets swept clean. It's not true, Matthew, no, it's nothing like before. You know exactly where it's gonna be. The presidential suite up on the 37th floor, with your blindfold on, trying to get some sleep, with your rental car on fire in the street, and the snowflakes fall softly on the beach, in the empty hotel by the sea. Go on, Frank. Realization that you were in too deep, and the snowflakes still falling softly on that beach, in the empty hotel by the sea. trace. When I thought of those you know, I couldn't find my face. Oh, it's much too late for goodbyes. Oh, it's much too late for goodbyes. Oh, it's much too late as the stars still not there. Oh, it's much too late for goodbyes. Sometimes the simplest plan seems to work the best. So I made contact to see if you could stand the test. So I call your place each and every day. It hurt my heart to know you moved to get away. Oh, it's much too late for goodbyes. Oh, it's much too late for goodbyes. Oh, it's much too late as the stars seal your day. Oh, it's much too late for goodbyes. It's a lot harder with one guitar. Oh, it's much too late for goodbyes. Oh, it's much too late for goodbyes. Oh, it's much too late as the stars seal your day, as the tears fall like rain. Oh, it's much too late for goodbyes.
The wind rustles in my window, helps me to sleep now. And I just stir for a bird song. I turn in my bed and feel you breathing. And then drift to my dream. And I go back to the wonder of sleep. And I drift back to the slumber of my dream. If a man taps on your shoulder, do you freeze and wonder, what have I done now? Or do you spin around with a smile, ready to lend your hand? Get a peace of mind if you've been kind in your life. It helps you back to the wonder of sleep. And drift back to the slumber of your dream. Let's go back to the wonder of sleep. And drift back to the slumber of our dreams. Let us go back to the wonder of sleep. Let us drift back to the slumber.
So, some people in this world, they're good people. They give themselves to other people. A lot of other people are just shit people.
I'm just thinking
Don't
about
be
it.
shit
I think Genevieve knows that.
Love one another. Don't think, what's wrong with this fucking arsehole? Think, what can I do with this fucking arsehole?
It's his brother.
People like this.
Genevieve.
People like that. These guys aren't fucking assholes. These are the good guys. These are the can-do guys. These are the people that look after other people. Ed, I don't want to lay it on too thick because you have a reputation, my friend, but you're doing good things, my man, you're doing good things. But this is the song that I can do. We gotta see a career that fucking can do. Yeah. Money nothing can do.
Watching this, then we've come to the end of yet another open mic, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you feel motivated to send us something to add to our archive of local talent, then you can do so by sending your contributions by email to us at openmic@cando-arts.com, which is right there right now. Now, don't be shy, don't be afraid. The only failure is not trying. And also, you should be aware that sort of anybody that does anything artistic, nobody is going to be a harsher critic of your work than yourself. Okay, so it's just actually getting to the point saying, I've done this, can I do that better? Probably. Can I practice a bit more and do that better? Probably. Am I going to do it anyway? Damn right I am. All right, because there's nothing better than actually getting something out there and getting a reaction. And it doesn't always have to be a positive reaction, okay? Because to be perfectly honest with you, you know, I what would I do? I would describe myself as a twiglet, okay? Some people like me, some people don't. Right? I'm not that bothered, quite frankly. The only thing that's important is that the people I care about care for me, and I like myself. All right, and if that sounds arrogant, then so be it, okay? But if I don't like myself, then really, what on earth opportunity am I going to give anybody else to like me? If you're just looking for somebody to confirm your poor view of yourself, well, they're lining up round the block, my friends, and we don't need that, do we? So enjoy, look after yourselves, look after your peeps, all right, and speak to you soon. And right now I'm going to hand you over to my main man, Mr. Ed Deedigan. Thank you very much.
What's your name, mate?
Police car and the screaming siren, pneumatic drilling with the mercury, a baby wailing, stray dogs howling, a squeaky brakes and lamp light blinking. That's entertainment. That's entertainment. Just cars and rumbling boots, electric train in a ripped up phone booth, mixed by the wolves and the cry of the tomcat. Let's go out and a kick in the balls and say that's entertainment. That's entertainment. La 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 waking up at 6 a.m. on a cool warm morning, blowing the whole girl and smelling stale perfume. An amateur band rehearsing in a nearby garden, hot summer's day and sticky black combat. That's entertainment. That's entertainment. Two lovers kiss amongst the screams of midnight. Two lovers missing the tranquility of solitude. Traveling cars and driving on buses. We read completely about slash seat affairs. I say that's entertainment. That's entertainment. That is entertainment. That is entertainment.